Justin Herbert deserves a great coach. And they went and got one. And his name is Jim Harbaugh. Nice enough to spend time with us today. Join us live. First of all, Jim, how are you? Thank you for doing this. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Oh, incredible. Doing great, Colin. And I just can't tell you, I mean, how excited I'm to be on the show. It's a chance for redemption.
Jim, you and I are good. We're going to be good for the rest of our life. We're good, brother. You know I love you. You're good with me. You leave me little notes at Fox. We're going to be good. No problem.
The infamous 2015 interview. I mean, I was a clunker, and
I stunk.
I've been dreaming about this day. Picturing it, and I'm gonna really try to bring it for you today, Colin.
Okay, we're going to manifest. We're manifesting it because I thought about it too. I told you how bad I felt about that. I told you it was my fault. I stunk. I didn't do it.
It was mine.
Okay, so I want to start with this. Before you took the job, how much did you know? We know Justin Herbert's great, but how much did you know about Justin Herbert?
Well, I mean, how could you not know about him? I mean, watching him on TV and watching tape. I mean, he's an incredible player, and knew a lot about him. Top, as good as they get in the National Football League, and he's a crown jewel. I mean, in every way, he's got it. He's tough. He's got the arm talent and leadership, and just games he's played. I mean, just marveled. Watch my young son Jack. I mean, let's just watch this guy and enjoy.
Yeah. You do something that is not easy to do in coaching, but you do it repeatedly and you do it immediately. And I'm not sure how you do it, but you do it. And if it was easy, everybody would do it, and they can't. Your teams get tough and physical immediately. I watched the Stanford team walk into the Coliseum as a 40-point dog and start getting right in USC's face. I saw it with 4 of your top 10 defenses in San Francisco. Again, your teams get good, and they all get physical very fast. Can you explain what is the messaging? How, if it's easy, everybody does it. What do you do to instill that in all your teams quickly?
Well, nothing fancy, just good old-fashioned hard work, good old-fashioned teamwork. Guys are good at football. If the player that knows what to do, how to do it, where to align, plays the technique properly, and then you combine that with being a superior athlete, and then you really have it. So we can all control being the kind of player that knows what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and then train, just good old fashioned hard work, training yourself to be, a good athlete, a better athlete, a superior athlete.
Now, Jim, you've been out of the NFL for 9 years. The league has changed some rules. It's much more of an offensive league now. You can't do as much grabbing. So is there any concern that you're like, wow, it's football, but I've been out of this space for 9 years? Any concerns at all about that? Do you feel like you have to catch up on anything?
Yes, I do. That's a really good question. And there's things that I do have to catch up on. I still know this, that you have to win. That hasn't changed.
Right.
I'm darn sure of that. The analytics piece, the reports, the study, I think that's grown. I mean, even 10, 15 years ago, coaches sitting around watching the tape, putting in the game plan. It's been aided so much by reports, analytics of what coaches should watch and the important things to watch. And I'm not talking about when to go for it or go for 2 or go for it on 4th down. Really the tendencies.
Yeah.
All play callers have in their DNA, but to really be able to hone in on it. I mean, think of it like the human brain.
Yeah.
And I think of what the computer can do, and then there's stuff about AI that the human brain can't even go to.
Right.
not even there yet. But I bet it's not for a few more years that the AI is in football as well.
So I am generally not a fan of the coach having GM personnel power, but there are exceptions. I thought when Jimmy Johnson came out of college, he knew the guys he recruited. Give him personnel say. I have strongly said give Harbaugh, especially the first 4 years, give Jim personnel say. Is it possible? I mean, because you recruited many of these first and second, third round guys. You probably recruited a lot of them. How much of the personnel, you obviously are going to have a GM, but how much do you want to be in it saying, I want that defensive tackle. I recruited him. I want this edge. How much say do you want?
Teamwork makes the dream work. I mean, good old-fashioned hard work and teamwork, and that's what it's all about. And, Joe Ortiz is here. He just got in the other night, and, we're always – we go back, and we've always had a great relationship. That's what he's the expert at. And, I'm going to be there to aid him. I'm aspire to watch, as much tape as my brother does, as much tape or more than any coach in the NFL watches on the college players and the free agents. But I mean, that's, I'm going to be Robin to his Batman. That's his, where he's the expert. And that's the kind of coaching staff. That's the kind of, organization we want to build is, an expert in their field, doing their job, and then we're there to support in that area. But yeah, I've been my dad, just the way I grew up was, I mean, that person, he or she is the expert in that area, and if I do what they tell me to do, how they tell me to do it, then I will be successful. That's what I want for our coaching staff, everybody in the organization, and ultimately our players, right? I mean, the players that have a position coach, that getting that expert in that position so that you take the thinking out of it and just listen to the instruction, embrace the instruction, and then go execute the instruction. But I don't think there's anybody better. And my brother John would tell you, I mean, Joe Ortiz is one of the absolute best. So no, I want to coach the team, and when it comes to the other decisions, we'll support the expert in that area, and do it as a team.
It's interesting. I see you as such a Midwest authentic guy, and yet you come out west, you crushed at San Diego, you crushed with the Niners, you crushed with Stanford, and it's because I really look at you and your brother and your dad. You're kind of this Midwest family. And was there part of you that said to yourself, listen, I made a lot of money, Michigan's home, West Coast is all glitzy, I don't know if I'm an LA guy. Did you have any doubt about coming back to the NFL in Los Angeles?
No, not. I mean, it's to me, it's faith, family, football, the challenge. Take another crack at winning the Lombardi, being known as simply world champions, and then the family. I mean, I was the Spanos family. It's all about that. If coach some of the nephews, and go back with John Spanos, many years, and Dean Spanos I played for the Chargers. Yep. And I'm a Midwest guy, but then half of me is a California guy as well. Graduated high school from Pali High in Palo Alto, California. My first coaching job was with the Raiders when they were in Oakland. Then I went to USD. That was my first head coaching job. Then Stanford. Then the 49ers. My only coaching job outside is Michigan, and now back here. There's definitely an emotional connection, not only to the team but to the state, and to as Ronald Reagan said. Let me see if I can get this one right.
Okay.
If I remember it, California isn't a place; it's a way of life.
Wow, that was very good. You pulled that one out. That was a good one. I like that. Hey, one final question.
I do know about LA. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they they respect talent and
Yes.
effort
Yes.
and winning.
Yeah, they'd like you to win. There's a lot to do here in L.A. You got to win or they forget about you real fast in L.A. Finally, I got to ask you one Michigan question. You don't need a quarterback. So I can ask you about JJ McCarthy as a kid. How do you think he'll do? What does he bring to the table that maybe I can't see as a TV viewer?
Arm talent, athleticism, it factor, winning with numbing repetition. Don't be surprised when he goes to he's the number one quarterback off the board. That's my prediction right now. When people get a load of JJ and what how he can throw the ball, how he spins it, his athleticism, his intelligence, talk about it factor. He's got it, the competitiveness that he has, and they get around him and they really start digging in and they start talking to him. That's an early prediction for the 2024 NFL draft.
Well, I can't wait for the season. I can't. I'm looking at your schedule this morning, and I told my buddy I got a bunch of buddies who are Charger fans, and I said, who's got it better than you? Nobody. Because I look at you and what you do. You are chomping at the bit. You're right now you're just watching all these Charger games. Is that what you're doing right now, going back and watching every play? Is that your life right now?
Yep. Trying to hire, not trying, but really focused on hiring the staff. Getting our staff of coaches hired in place. Talking to multiple people.
Yeah.
Trying to put together an all-star staff. What I think our players deserve. Yeah. And especially the quarterback. Motivates me every day. Getting up in the morning, I got to bring it, and this is going to have to be A+ game because he's so good. And there's so many pros that are on this team. Getting the right coaching staff together, the best we can get. Top 5 kind of guys in the profession. What we're going after, and and then it's going to be addressing what we need to address, and that's getting good at football. So in the process, every day is so much fulfillment right now because things are getting done. We're working at it.
All right, good luck. A little sticker shock. I'll just give you a heads up. Houses are expensive out here. Good luck as you and your beautiful wife look for a house. It's not Midwest prices. You'll do fine, but I think you'll love it out here. Wherever you live, ocean breeze, you're going to be winning football games. It's great to see you, and thank you for taking time for us today. I know you have a lot of things going on.
Well, I appreciate that. That's probably a topic for another day. I've lived out here in California, bought homes, sold homes. They've been the best investments in my investment career. So yeah, I can vouch for that.
All right. Great seeing you, Jim. Good luck to you.
You too, Colin. Thanks a lot.
All right. Jim Harbaugh.